Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For this video, I'm going to be reacting to She Ruined Her Own Life, Then Made It Worse. I saw like the picture of the lady. Maybe it was a thumbnail, I don't know. But I've never seen her before in my life. I don't know what this story is about. I don't know what she did. And I wonder what she did to make her life worse. So yeah, let's get into this video. And please subscribe. Let me know what else I should react to in the comments below.
Today we're talking about some of the dumbest actions I've seen in a long time, which then triggered a series of unfortunate events. The story starts off in 2019, but gets absolutely ridiculous in 2023. So one night in 2019 at 11 p.m., Daniela Lace drunk drove her car in London, Ontario, and she managed to strike a house with this car. And unfortunately, she damaged a gas meter doing so. And shortly after, the neighbors...
I don't understand. Why do people still feel the need to drive drunk? Like, either you're going to kill someone, you're going to kill yourself, you're going to damage something, crash your car, I don't know, something like this, but people still feel the need to drive drunk. I don't understand. Anyway, let's continue.
Security cameras captured this.
We heard something that sounded off, and then all of a sudden...
Bruh. If I saw that in my yard, I wouldn't be thinking drunk driver. But then to make everything
how
worse,
far
a massive
away was
fire
that?
broke out.
Or how close was that?
And while this person was as unlucky as possible with what she hit, she couldn't have been luckier with the fact that no one passed from this. But clearly, this woman's incredibly reckless actions changed the lives of everyone living in that neighborhood for a long time. So before we get into the craziest plot twist, this is what the homeowner recollects from when the first responders showed up.
They got the woman out of the car and they asked us to back up because the smell of gas was very obvious. That's why we were all panicking to try and get her out. And then they asked us to back up, so we backed up a little bit. And then, they asked us to back up a little bit more, so we did. But it was still like so scary that we were so, we were curious. And then that's when the explosion happened.
Yeah, that is definitely one of the worst things that could ever happen during a quiet evening. But before things take a laughably stupid turn, I gotta give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, Scentbird.
I was trying to figure out where that water was coming from, so I didn't really pay attention to what she was saying.
And they asked us to back up, so we backed up a little bit. And then, they asked us to back up a little bit more, so we did. But it was still like so scary that we were so, we were curious. And then that's when the explosion happened.
Yeah, that is definitely one of the worst things that could ever happen during a quiet evening. But before things take a laughably stupid turn, I gotta give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, Scentbird. Scentbird is a fragrance subscription.
If you want Scentbird, go to his channel, use his link or code or whatever. Go do that if you want to smell good. It doesn't hurt to smell good. People like to smell good. It's better than smelling like caca. So yeah, use that and use his code or whatever.
But I guess Canada is one of those countries where you can around and find out a little bit more than what you can down here. But an article on this says that Lays, who's from Waterloo, she pleaded guilty in October of 2020 to 4 counts of impaired driving, causing bodily harm for the crash that set in the Woodman Avenue explosion on August 14, 2019. She was given a 3-year prison sentence on February 2021. The court heard that Lays was driving home from a Marilyn Manson concert that night at Budweiser Gardens and drove the...
Wait, this happened in 2019? Marilyn Manson still out there doing stuff? Haven't heard of him in a while. Like, wasn't he popular in the 90s? But he still make music? He's still touring and stuff? Haven't heard that name in a while.
Wrong way on Queens Avenue before slamming into a house on 430 Woodman Avenue, severing the brick house gas line. Lays was 2.5 times above the legal limit of blood alcohol content to legally drive. What a piece of shit. Also, she drove an hour away from...
But also, if you're at a concert, do they not, or like a venue or something, do they not see all these people leaving and notice that some of them are drunk? Do they not suspect people might drive drunk? So like have patrols out there to see people going to the cars and stuff, or they just let them go to the cars because the concert's over and they have nothing to do with you? I don't know.
Her home in Kitchener to London, knowing that she would be consuming alcohol at the concert. This was not a situation where an individual could mistakenly believe they were in any condition to drive. She made the decision to drive, and she had to know that she was in no condition to do so. Now, if you think that's stupid, it's about to get so much more stupid, because apparently There's no
What'd
accountability.
she do?
Because the recent updates to all of this is
The Kitchener woman behind the wheel in an impaired driving crash that destroyed and damaged several homes in London is suing the company that served her at Budweiser Gardens that night. Daniela Lees is facing a number of civil
Oh
lawsuits.
my gosh. She's trying to sue the venue that she drank at because she drank and then it was her decision to drive home drunk, and now she's trying to sue them. What's wrong with her?
In relation to the August 2019 crash and says Ovation's Ontario Food Services should share liability.
what? Why?
She's so
Are you
dumb.
serious? The woman who's responsible for all this is suing the venue that sold her alcohol. Where's the accountability? Oh my. I had to pull up an article on this. So according to the statement of the claim, Lees and her father.
Who actually thinks she's gonna get who actually thinks she's gonna win? Like, would a lawyer even go to fight for her? Because this is so dumb. Like, she went there and she paid for alcohol. Like, they didn't take her money, they didn't force her to drink alcohol. This was all her choice, even the drunk driving. So why would they, like, she has nothing, she has no case.
Who owned the car she was driving, alleges that Ovations had a responsibility to do more to ensure her safety that night. The company was not available for comment on Monday. The statement of the claim, which includes
so
allegations
dumb.
that have not been proven in court, alleges that Ovations and their employees served alcohol to Lays when they knew or ought to have known that she was intoxicated or would become intoxicated.
That's so dumb.
Since when is it not okay to get drunk at a concert? It's not like they gave you the keys to your car and said, drive home, be safe, don't blow up a neighborhood on your way home. That the company failed to provide trained bouncers at the exits and monitor the state of intoxication.
But that's what I was asking before I knew she was gonna be dumb. But yeah, I was like, are there people like that check if people go to their cars drunk or something, or is it just like not their business? But I don't think you can sue for that because you're the one that drank in the first place. Like, if you don't want to be in this situation, then don't drink.
For those leaving the venue. Imagine a venue packed with like tens of thousands of people and you had to wait in a line because the bouncers had to control each and every person leaving the venue if they were too intoxicated to drive or not.
That sounds crazy.
Absolutely insane. The company failed to check her intended mode of transportation as she exited the Budweiser Gardens when they knew or ought to have known that she was or appealed to be intoxicated and or impaired. The Ovation staff ejected Lees from the venue while failing to take steps to ensure she would not.
Wait, what? Ejected her from the venue? No, that sounds like they gave her permission to leave, but you're just able to leave on your own and nobody cares about you. Like, just go home and you have to be in control of how much you drink and stuff. So that's her fault. Like, if she didn't want to drive home drunk, then she could have just sat in her car until she felt better or something. But she made the decision to drive, so
not drive home. So she got so drunk at the event, she got thrown out of the event, and then she was like, "I'm
she got thrown out?
Home." The stupidity here is outrageous. Take some accountability for your actions. You are a grown adult. It's not like they gave you the keys.
She just
oh
wants
my
money.
goodness! How could have they known that you?
But
were
you ain't
not
gonna get
going
paid
to
for being
Uber? How
dumb.
could have they not known that you didn't have your father come pick you up, or that you didn't arrange a ride with your friend? It's okay to get drunk at a venue if you're not driving. It's their responsibility to keep her safe at the venue. Her leveling a neighborhood clearly didn't happen at the venue. Her logic is just so flawed. There's like tens of thousands of people in some venues. How could a venue be responsible for what those tens of thousands of people do after they leave the venue? Like, ma'am, with this logic, your
you have
father
to be
should
responsible
share the
for
blame
yourself.
because he let your dumbass drive his car. So I guess in the lawsuit, they're alleging this wouldn't have happened if they just stopped her from driving. There's a lot of other things in your life that could have happened that would have stopped that from happening, but you're not suing them. So take some responsibility for your own stupid actions, own them, and move on. Thankfully, no one passed away from this, so it's easier to move on, but you still caused...
If she killed someone during this thing, she would be in way more trouble, and I don't know, I feel like, would she still be this dumb if that situation was even worse? I don't know. Maybe it wasn't that bad to her, so now she's trying to get money out of it. But she's so dumb.
$10 million worth of damages. That's a life-altering mistake, but you also altered the lives of an entire neighborhood. But yeah, in total, it says that she racked up $10 million in damages, and she's being sued by multiple victims.
How is she gonna pay for
neighborhood.
that?
So I'm assuming this lawsuit is some sort of Hail Mary to, I don't know, maybe raise some more funds to use for those other lawsuits. I really doubt that case is gonna go anywhere, but she really put a crater in that neighborhood. They even made a video, like a 1 year later update.
We're here on Woodman Avenue. It was here 1 year ago that a massive explosion
It still looks like that. They didn't clean up the debris and
It completely
stuff.
leveled one home and badly damaged several more.
Even a year later, it's just dirt. I don't think those homeowners could have been any more unlucky with where her car hit. What are the odds of that happening in the first place? But what are the odds of her hitting the exact spot where the gas line is? But thankfully, the community really came together for those affected.
We were very lucky. I think London was very lucky that, no lives were lost. I give a lot of credit to the community. When this incident first happened, they were on top of things. They were helping whoever they thought needed help. They were knocking on doors, and that was very valuable. That saved SEKSHI.
I wonder if the city also helped. Did the city donate money? Did the city offer the people stuff, a place to live temporarily or something? Or did the people in the neighborhood only do something for them?
And seconds can save lives.
There's a lot of pros that came from this evening as well as the negatives. I think the pros outweigh the negatives. Seeing the community come together.
No matter how much stupidity and bad there is in the world, it's always nice to see a community come together like that. It really sucks to blow up a whole neighborhood though. And suing won't clear your name. If anything, it'll just bring way more attention to your incredibly stupid actions. So don't drink
And how
drive.
dumb you are
And here's a quick
trying to
money
sue
hack.
other people for
Ubering
drinking.
is infinitely cheaper than $10 million in damages. Subscribe for more money tips and tricks. And again, thank you Scentbird for sponsoring this video. You can get 55% off your first month.
Okay, so use this code if you want 55% off of Scentbird and you want to smell good. Don't smell like caca. But yeah, she's dumb. Like, what if she went to a bar and then she started a fight and then she ended up going to the hospital or something? Is she going to sue the bar for giving her too many drinks that made her aggressive? That's dumb. But yeah, she's dumb. That's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Let me know what else I should react to in the comments below. And if you want to see my experiences in Korea, you can check out my first channel, SEKSHI. And if you want to see my other socials, it's right here under my face. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.